Okay, hey y'all, update time. But first and foremost, for everyone who sent Miss Clemmy well wishes, thank you so much. I have shared your well wishes with Miss Clemmy. She has giggled and she has laughed and she has said, read the next one. She is so thankful to be so loved by people who have never had the chance to meet her. And she is so excited that her daughter finally have friends that care so much about her and like her just as much as she does. Her words, not mine. So update time. We are home. We have been to Kaiser. We have come back. Miss Clemmy has inflammation on her hip muscle. The doctor has given her things to do, has prescribed her a very strong muscle relaxer, and she has eaten. She is now in the bed. Her man has eaten. He now in the bed because he trying to show out at the Kaiser, trying to entertain his woman because she not feeling good. He done got a Charlie horse. So we got him in the bed. My daughter and my son-in-law, bless their hearts, they said, Mama, you have done enough. You go off, do your thing, and we got it from here. So I am thankful. So just an update for y'all, Miss Clemmy, she is in good spirits, but pimped down. Pimped down. And I told MW, listen, this your side, this her side, don't y'all cross into each other territory. And that's on period. Okay, we love you. Bye. Okay, so one of my coworkers comes to me and decides she's going to take me in the back and passive aggressively try to reprimand me about something she overheard me say to another coworker about a patient. Now, when we get in the back, she decides she is going to defend this patient about how nice this patient is and how I need to show people grace and this and this and this and this. Oh, okay. So after I let her say what she needs to say, I said, come with me for a minute. So we come up here and go into my office. We close the door. I dial the patient's number. The patient picks up. I said, hey, how you doing? She was like, oh, I'm fine. She said, thanks for calling me back. I wanted to finish our conversation. I said, oh, yeah. Now, what was you telling me about Kelly? Now, side note, Kelly is the coworker who was just defending this patient to me. She said, girl, that Kelly, she is such a horrible person. I don't know why y'all got her working there. And I have told the doctor several times that she needs to be fired. And I just don't like the way she speaks to anybody, especially not you. I said, well, don't even worry about it. I said, listen, people will be exposed for who they are. I said, don't you let that worry you. I said, well, listen, I'll see you next week when you come in for your appointment. Have a great evening. And I hung the phone up. So I get on here to say, sometimes when you think you defending the victim, you're really defending.
If you are struggling to make content, I bet you anything is because your only goal is to increase your followers and your views. If your content is flopping, I guarantee you it's because your only goal is to increase your followers and your views. Imagine how much more creative you would be, how much better quality content you would produce if your goal was to simply document your current personality. If your goal was to simply document your current interests. Imagine if your goal was literally just to document your thoughts and beliefs. That's it. No other goal besides that. What would you make if your goal was to create a time capsule of yourself for you to look back on 10 years in the future? That is so much more motivating than increasing your metrics. What are you, a stock bro? Increasing my stats. No, bruh, that is not what it's about. You have lost the plot. And it's ruining your creativity to think that way. That's not gonna inspire you. Change your goal and come back. Okay, we can circle back. Especially if you're a perfectionist or you fear failure, only being driven by metrics guaranteed failure, because that's just how content works. You're gonna flop, you're gonna plateau. But if your goal is literally just to document yourself, it's impossible to fail. How can you fail at documenting yourself? It's not for anybody else. It's not for anything else. Life hack. You have to hack your brain. You have to hack your perspective.
Okay. So let's talk about it because I'm tired of seeing it. Okay, so about a year ago, I made a video. And in the video, I talked about how I started my whole phase at 52 years old. Now, when I made the video a year ago, I was 54. I am now 55, a year later. And I made the video went viral, and I thought we all moved on. But oh, little did I know, a group of us have not moved on. Because since I made that video, I find at least weekly there is one of you miserable scalawags in my DMs telling me that I should not promote being a hoe and telling young girls they have to be a hoe to get a man. Who said that? I never said that. I didn't say it in the video I'm speaking of, nor have I said it in any of the hundreds of videos that's on my platform. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is, if I choose to be a hoe at the good age, the good grown age of 55, that's not anybody's business but me, that man, and them headboards we turn off the wall. Catch it. Okay? Period. If I want to sleep with a different man every day, again, that's not nobody's business. But let me say this. Maybe if y'all judgmental scalawags find a hoe phase, you can get your knees bent behind your ears and get somebody to rumble your jungle to the point you got your own business and don't have to seek out my business. Listen, find something new and safe to do other than my business. Because like I have always said on my platform, my business pays nobody but me. Okay? Now, it's officially time to move on from that video. Okay? It's time to move on. Find something safe to do, because my business ain't it. Okay? Cookie out. Ma'am, you're a liar. Nobody told you that. I was not fired. I quit. So I don't know what you're trying to get up here, Pink Panther, with your BS and your lies, but you are a liar. And what I want you to do is get online and say which coworker told you that in your DMs. You're a liar, and you should be ashamed of yourself. I was not fired. I quit. My boss had no problem with my social media. So you're a liar. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And if I ever see you in the streets, it's on sight. You're a fucking liar. And you're disgusting. What coworker told you that? You're a piece of shit. And you're a fucking liar. I quit my job. I've not fired. You're absolutely incorrect. And see, you get in my DMs with your bullshit, but how about you do a video and call me out? You fucking numbnuts.